So I haven't actually made a decision. I'm actually going to go through this with you now. Because I think I'm probably still going to buy the season pass, but I thought that I would go through it because I think people misunderstand what you're actually buying in the season pass. So now that the Book of Secrets is not, or Pages of Secrets to add up to the Book of Secrets, is not in the season pass, is the season pass worth it to still buy? Because I've said for a long time that the reason why I buy the season pass is very specifically, and the reason why I would suggest it to anybody, is very specifically for the Page of Secrets. That if there were no other rewards in a season pass and it was just the $10 or I think maybe $12 that it is for right now, whatever that price is, if it was literally just 3 Pages of Secrets, I would still buy it. Like if they sold me 3 Pages of Secrets for $12, I would probably just do that. And the fact that they gave you other things was just an added bonus. But now that it's out, and now that it's just legendaries, is it still worth it? I'm telling you right now, I'm probably still going to do it anyway, but I thought that I would go through this with you and try to explain to you what you're actually looking for. And so what you're actually looking for is specifically just the left side. Because the right side, you can't add the two sides together because that is not what you're paying for. Because if you don't pay for the right side and you finish the pass, or if you don't pay for the pass and you finish the right side, you still get all of the right side. So you're only specifically paying for everything that's on the left side because you will probably get the right side anyway if you didn't spend anything. So adding them together is kind of a false sense of like what you're getting. So if I go through this left side, basically the only thing that you're really looking for is magic dust and legendaries. That's pretty much all that you care about. So all of these other things, while great and a thing, at a certain point in the game, you're just not going to need commons, epics, and rares. You're not going to need like fragments for heroes. It's nice, but it's something that eventually you're just not going to need or use. If you are a newer player who hasn't upgraded your commons, epics, and rares, this becomes even like an even bigger buy. And so even though the Page of Secrets aren't in here, if you're a new player, the left side is going to be great because you're getting bonus on top of bonus. So I'm not going to go through, like the gold here. The emotes are cool. And if that is a reason why you specifically pay for it, you're specifically only getting this specific left side one. With your $10. The gems are nice. I think there's not a lot of ways to get gems just passively in the game, so the gems are nice, but this is how we're going to count this. Essentially, you always have to count gold chests as being 100. Yes, you have the possibility of getting 1,000, but you have to assume that you're probably going to get the lowest amount, and if you do get a bonus, if you do get 500, if you do get 1,000, then that becomes a bigger bonus, but you always have to assume that you're just going to get 100. So we're always going to count these as hundreds, so that's 100. We don't care about these. We don't care about rare tokens, because rare tokens you need 300 gems to use a rare token, and that's not how I would ever recommend you spending gems. So far, we're at 100 magic dust. We're at a guaranteed legendary, so that's good. So we're at 100 dust, 1 legendary. This is a second gold chest, that's 200 dust. The rare equipment is good. That's basically my building blocks to building equipment. I basically scrap all of my commons now, and I just save all my rares, and then I build from there. So that's good. We have another 30 gems. We're at 200 and 2 legendaries. This one is a pick your own legendary, which is going to be incredibly useful for the new upgrade system. So now, we're now at 2 legendaries and 200 gems. The epic token, if you are trying to build a mermaid, which is something that I always recommend, that's going to be useful for you. But again, that's 800 gems, and you need so many gems to sink into that. So that's kind of a, like, it's good, but it's not great. This is now 300 magic dust and 3, we're at 300 magic dust, 3 legendaries, 2 legendaries? I've already forgotten. I should make a tally. What is this? 1 and 1, 2 and 1. This is 2 and 2. This is 3 and 2. So now we're at 300 magic dust, 2 legendaries. 400 magic dust. 400 magic dust and 3 legendaries. 500 magic dust and 3 legendaries. This is a chest. This is the core chest. This is 500 magic dust and 3 legendaries. And then this is 500 magic dust and 4 legendaries. I can't completely say that I like it. 500 magic dust and 4 legendaries. The 500 magic dust isn't even a guaranteed second legendary or another legendary, so that would be like 5 legendaries. I think when you add it together, like I said, you can't take the value of you adding them both together as the value, because you're going to get the right side anyway. So 500 magic dust and 4 legendaries. With how many legendaries you need, it's 4 legendaries. With 2 of them being pick your own legendaries, I think that's good, but it's not great. The 500 dust isn't even going to add up to another legendary. So then you have to add up elsewhere. It's not great. It's good in the sense that 4 legendaries for $10 is a very good value, and or 4.5 legendaries, I assume, or I guess, because you're getting 500, you're getting a minimum of 500 dust. 4.5 legendaries for $10 is still a really good value. When they try to sell you, what is it, every so often they'll do legendary boxes in here, and that costs $10 for 1 legendary, so $10 for 4 legendaries and 500 dust and everything else in the pass. It's still a good deal, but it's not something you feel great about, you know? Not having the pages of secrets is the biggest blow from 26.0. I think the biggest thing that I disagree with is getting rid of the pages of secrets, especially now that you need so many legendaries. I'm currently upgrading my witch, and I have sunk every single ounce of my pick your own legendaries into my witch, and I still need, what is this, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 6 more. I still need 6 more copies. I've sank both of the legendaries in here that I just got. I sank $10 in a Royal Trials for the because you get 250 tokens. I sank all of that into this. You just need so many. And this is for me to get to 14 so that I can use my eventual book in 4 months, my eventual book of secrets, to take it to 15. You need so many legendaries in this game now. You needed so many before, but that was mitigated with the pages of secrets to add up to the book of secrets. And taking that out is the biggest L in this patch for me. I guess I would say that if you're a newer player, definitely still buy it because of all the commons, epics, and rares. And that's not a big reason, but the fact that it's an additional reason for you to even want to do it is good. I think, because then if you add that with everything else you're getting, I think that's good. But when your account gets to the point where you're maxed out on commons, rares, and epics, the value of it becomes less. But I guess if I were to think about it in this way, of what else would you be spending this money on? And if I were to tell you, oh, don't spend it here, instead, just spend the same money in an event pass and get 2 legendaries. If you spent it in here, not only would you get 2 pick your own legendaries, which is in here, but you'd also get 2 random legendaries, and you would also get 500 dust, and you'd get everything else. So I think it's still a good value. It just doesn't feel as great as what it felt like when the biggest bonus was the Pages of Secrets. Because there's not a better value in this game. Like, if you don't spend $12 doing this, you're just going to spend $12 getting less doing something else. So I think my ultimate takeaway from this is, yes, it feels worse than when it had Pages of Secrets, but it's still a good deal.